Hey guys, it's IP here, back again today in some Star Wars Battlefront, and today I'm going to be starting like sort of a new series where I go through not just Battlefront, but in particular it's going to be Battlefront first, and I sort of go through a lot of little tricks and tips and things that I found while playing whatever the game is. In this case, of course, as I just said, Star Wars Battlefront, and then I share them with you, and oftentimes I'll try to make these tips or tricks that I've found that haven't really been widely advertised, or like they're not widely known or not really explained in game, so that way you guys can take advantage of them and hopefully get something out of it to further your experience, or just, you know, get better at whatever the game is. So first off, today we're going to be talking about a few things in Star Wars Battlefront. The most prominent one that I can think of right now, or like that has helped me the most in the first 2 days of playing, is the fact that using the radar. So basically the radar works quite differently, at least in my opinion, from most games. Obviously, it shows your teammates and shit, and it doesn't really give you any sort of, it's not really a mini-map, it's like exactly that, it's a radar. And so it doesn't really show you positions in terms of like where someone is on a map, say, like say Call of Duty, where it shows like a little like simplified version of like a top-down view of the map, and then positions of enemies and teammates. More so what this does, it's more similar to like say the motion tracker in Halo, which shows you like positions of enemies relative to you, rather than like without giving you exactly where they are. So as you can see, when you look on the radar, there's on the outside of the circle, there's like those little red dash things that, like, depending on what direction the enemy is in, they flash and stuff. What you should know about this is that it only shows up when they're either firing their weapons or sprinting. So if you're walking normal speed or obviously not moving, those little dash things, those like motion sensing things, don't actually show up. So something that's not really advertised in the game, or like it's not really explicitly told to you, is the fact that if you're trying to go stealthy and shit, like not firing your weapon isn't going to be enough. You're going to actually have to walk and kind of go slowly, due to the fact that all the other players also have this motion tracking radar thing. And the only way that you're going to be able to stay off of it is if you don't fire a weapon or if you walk slowly. So when you're sprinting around, no matter what, even if someone doesn't see you, chances are if they're paying attention to their radar, they will know that you're there, which, sucks, because there's not really a whole lot you can do about that, and it is kind of slow, obviously, just walking everywhere. So yeah, gotta resist the urge to just sprint around every corner, because if you do that, it doesn't matter if they're third-personing or not, they'll know you're coming. Keep in mind, however, that your opponents can also use the same strategy, and if they decide to, try to go stealthy and shit and not show up on your motion sensor, that, obviously there's nothing you can do about it either. So they, if they're hiding around a corner, they could very well third-person you just because they're standing still and they're not firing their weapon. You won't know they're there, even though your motion sensor is picking up, everyone else, because they're running around like little idiots and just shooting shit and whatnot. But that one smart dude who, camps in the corner or whatever has the big advantage due to the fact that he's not sprinting everywhere. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's little tip or trick, or whatever you want to call it, that I have to offer for Star Wars Battlefront. Honestly, there are a few more that I want to go over, but I'm sort of going to keep it at this, just to make this sort of a little short video, sort of introducing the idea of the series. If you guys liked it, go ahead and drop a like in the comment section below. If there's other stuff that you think was really useful to you in Star Wars Battlefront, or I suppose any game, that you think isn't very well known, then go ahead and leave a comment with it, and I will definitely be reading those. And if I see anything in there that's super useful, which, I mean, granted, there's probably a lot of really useful tricks for this game, then I might feature them in an upcoming video. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed and found this to be somewhat useful. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one.